Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time. As always, I hope you stay a while. Tonight is going to be a really simple video, as most of mine have been lately because I've been really busy. My cat is swatting at me right now. Stop it. You might see her in the background eventually. Anyways, I've been really busy with work, and so I haven't had a ton of energy at night. So I've been keeping it pretty simple, but I hope to film a new roleplay really soon. But for tonight, you can see her. We're just gonna be lightly tapping and maybe some sticky finger sounds on a few DVDs, and I'm gonna be talking to you about them, why I have them, why I like them, etc. So I only have a few here because I never watch DVDs. I got, I think, all but 2 of these just at Goodwill randomly one time. 2 of them I purchased with the specific intent of just wanting to own them, even if I never watched them on DVD. But I'll point those 2 out when we get to them. But I'm gonna start with this one because I've never actually watched it. I got it because I think most people love Natalie Portman, but I love Zach Braff. I'm a humongous Scrubs fan. I've seen that show so many times, and I just love him in general. If you follow him on Twitter, you know that he's really funny in real life too. So this movie, I think, actually got really good reviews, but I just haven't gotten around to watching it yet. Let's see what the back says. 20-something emotionally detached Andrew Largeman returns home to New Jersey after 9 long years. Now, as he tries to reconnect with his past, a series of chance encounters with Sam, a free-spirited girl who's everything he isn't, sets the stage for a fateful, mind-blowing take on what his future might hold. So, you'll notice that most of the movies in this little stack are quote-unquote rom-coms, which, don't get me wrong, I do obviously like, or I wouldn't have bought them, but I think somebody had just donated a bunch of romantic movies at the same time, because I'm really not sure how I ended up with so many at once. But so yeah, that's this one. This is actually quite an old movie too. 2004. Yeah. But it looks good, and maybe someday I'll get around to actually watching it. I'm sure it's good. Moving on. Okay, this next one is Accepted. Again, I have actually seen this one, but it's been a while. I remember really liking it, and I do remember at one point, it's Jonah Hill, right? I think it's Jonah Hill. He's in here we go. He's in a hot dog costume, and he has to scream out, "Ask me about my wiener," as a frat haze, and that's really immature, but I remember being so tickled by that, just thinking it was hilarious. for the best of my recollection, it's like Justin Long's character is the main character, and I think he doesn't get into school. He doesn't get into college, and so he decides to like start his own fake college with his other friends, and it's really funny. Again, I love Justin Long. I've loved him for years, but probably starting with like Jeepers Creepers, if any of you have seen that. And this is from the same people who did American Pie, so pretty raunchy, but funny. Let's see the back. From the producer of Bruce Almighty and Liar Liar comes a whole new school of thought. Accepted. When every college turns him down, Bartleby B. Gaines decides to make one up. Welcome to the South Harmon Institute of Technology, where the students teach the classes. The dean lives in a trailer in the back, and Bartleby's on the way to scoring with the girl of his dreams. It's a raunchy, rowdy, flat-out funny college comedy that critics are calling frickin' hilarious. And it has outrageously irreverent bonus features. So, this one's fun, but definitely not meant to be taken super seriously. I need to rewatch it because, like I said, it's been a long time since I've seen it. But I do remember really liking it. Okay, the next one is a classic. I think most people have seen this movie. Well, at least I hope you have. Like, if you like romantic comedies at all, this is like the holy grail. So, it's When Harry Met Sally. It's Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan. And this is the late 80s. So it's like Meg Ryan in her prime when she was so great. And Billy Crystal too. So it has a lot on the back. I'm not gonna read all that, but basically it's told over like many years. These two meet in college, or when they're finishing college. I'm not sure, but he is dating her friend, and they are going in the same direction. So he's giving her a ride on like a really long road trip, and they do not like each other at all. They don't get along. They just bicker the whole time, and they say goodbye, and it jumps forward time, and they bump into each other again, and again they don't get along, and then I think there may be another time jump. There's 2 or 3 different jumps before they bump into each other again, and then they become friends, and they're best friends for a really long time. It's like 11 years later after their initial meeting, and like everyone can see that they belong together, but they are in denial. And it's got Carrie Fisher, a young Carrie Fisher, plays Sally's really good friend, and I think everyone loves Carrie Fisher, so you could watch it for that alone. And then so there's like the big reunion scene at the end is like the penultimate of romance. You'll have to watch it and see, but it's really charming and romantic and funny, and they both give really good performances in this. Okay. The next one is another romantic comedy, but it is not by any means a classic. It's music and lyrics, and it's Drew Barrymore and Hugh Grant. And actually very good, but it's like one of those like guilty pleasures. Like, you know it's not very good, but you just like it anyways. Like, I've always loved Drew Barrymore specifically, but Hugh Grant as well. And so like the premise is like he was an 80s pop star, but he's kind of burnt out now. And she's not a songwriter, but they meet, and she's actually really good at writing songs, even though that's not her job. So he convinces her to help him write a new song, and so so they're working together, and they're trying to get this song done the whole time, and they kind of fall in love and whatnot. It's cheesy, but it's cute. So if you're not like, I don't want to say pretentious, but like if you're not like a movie snob, and like you can enjoy things that you know aren't categorically amazing, you might like this one. And I actually really like the song they write in this. So they have good chemistry. I think that's kind of what carries the movie, even though the writing is not that great. I'm gonna move some of these to the bottom. Let's keep the two like ones I consider like legitimately like must-sees for last. And let's do the other one that's more of a guilty pleasure. So this is The Wedding Date. And this is Deborah Messing, which is Grace from Will and Grace, if you guys are familiar, and Dermot Mulroney, who, like, this man should make ASMR, because I could listen to him talk about anything. His voice is so pleasant. If you're into rom-coms, then you'd recognize him from My Best Friend's Wedding, which I hate incidentally. But hey, whatever. So the premise for this one is that Kat here, she is going to her sister's wedding in England, but the best man is her ex-fiance, and so she doesn't want to show up single and sad and alone. So she hears about maybe I think he did an interview or something, so she finds out about Nick's character. I think it's Nick, yeah, and he is a male escort, and so she hires him to go with her, but of course they end up falling for each other. And again, it's funny and it's like kitschy, and I really like it, but I'm pretty sure it was kind of panned by critics. I'm sorry if you heard that. But I remember there's this scene about halfway through the movie where they're laying down on this bed together, and they are just talking, and he says that he thinks he would miss her even if he never met her. And I just found that to be so swoony when I was younger. Plus, I mean, he's just swoony, so this one's fun. Again, like, if you don't take things too seriously, it's fun. Deborah Messing is always great. Will and Grace is one of the best shows, so again, like, their chemistry carries the movie more than the movie carries itself. Okay. Next is another one that I think most people have seen, and if you haven't, then you definitely should, because I don't care what anyone says, this movie is fucking good. And it's hilarious. So She's the Man, which is Amanda Bynes in her prime, before she went like kind of off the rails. I think she's getting it back together now, but she was for a while. So, Amanda Bynes' character, Viola, she plays soccer, but I think, I'm not sure if they cut the girls' soccer team, or if she wants to play with the boys, but they won't let her. I'm not sure what the situation is. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but she decides to take her twin brother's place at his new school when he decides not to go so that he can go on tour. And so she like disguises herself as a boy, and she's roommates with Channing Tatum, and she has, this girl has a crush on her boy persona, and this is the ex-girlfriend of her brother, and so there's lots of funny situational drama. And there's 2 scenes alone in this movie that make the whole movie worth watching, and that's really any time that Amanda Bynes interacts with Channing Tatum as Sebastian. It's funny in their room. And then there's if you've seen it, you're familiar with the pizza parlor scene. And I'm not gonna do it because it's embarrassing, but I definitely recommend you watch it. It's so good, and again, it's old too, 2006. So even like Channing Tatum is so baby faced. It's a lot of fun. I don't think you can go wrong with this. Okay. And for the last 2, I'll do this one first. The last 2 are like, these other ones I would recommend, like I said, if you don't need things to be Oscar winning, but this next one is one of my favorite movies, but definitely one of the best superhero movies of all time, and that's Black Panther. So, I think everyone's heard of this. Even if they haven't seen it, they've heard of it. This movie did amazing. Didn't it make like $2 billion? Let's read the back. Meet the new king. After tragedy forces young Prince T'Challa to assume Wakanda's throne, he is faced with the ultimate test, putting the fate of his country and the entire world at risk. Pitted against his own family, the new king must rally his allies and release the full power of Black Panther to defeat his foes and embrace his future as an Avenger. So this is T'Challa, and he's the new king after his dad dies. And he gets the Black Panther suit to help him protect Wakanda. And Michael B. Jordan's character plays like the villain, but he's a very relatable villain. Like, you almost understand where he's coming from, you just don't like his execution. And so this one's really good. The cast is amazing. I don't want to butcher names, but like Lupita Nyong'o, Angela Bassett, Forrest Whitaker, Denai Guerrera, Michonne from The Walking Dead. It's amazing. It's so good. And then also the guy from Get Out, which is another amazing movie that I actually need to buy. Daniel, is his name Daniel? I feel like his name is Daniel, but I could be wrong. Yeah, Daniel Kaluuya. And then Chadwick Boseman is T'Challa. So this one is visually stunning and action-packed, and if you're a Marvel fan, I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, you fucking should. Even if you're not a Marvel fan, I think you could appreciate it. It's a good standalone movie. It doesn't tie too much into the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It was really last selection here, if you watched my trigger video, you'll have already seen this one. So it's Moonlight, and I talked about it in there, but I'll read you the back. It's a timeless story of human connection and self-discovery. Moonlight chronicles 3 defining chapters in the life of a young black man growing up in a rough neighborhood of Miami, anchored by extraordinary performances from a tremendous ensemble cast. Moonlight is a profoundly moving portrayal of moments, people, and unknowable forces that shape our lives and make us who we are. I think that's a really good description because the movie follows why can I not think of his name? I'm totally blanking, but it follows him throughout his early childhood, teen years, and then adulthood, as he struggles with living in a rough and downtrodden neighborhood, and with being a black gay man. And you just see the people that come in and out of his life and really influence him. And it's really moving. It's a beautiful movie. It has Janelle Monáe, who is gorgeous, and Mahershala Ali. And they're probably my favorite secondary characters for this movie. They did a really great job. And this one, it was a Golden Globe for Best Picture. So it's amazing. I would recommend anyone watch this. Like, I think anyone can take something away from it, whether it be because of his sexuality, or his relationship with his parents, or the turmoil he deals with at school. There's lots of things that you can take away from this. So this is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's been a while since I watched it, but when it first came out, I watched it like 10 times. I was obsessed. I ran right out, and this is probably the first movie I got out of this little set here, because it's this and Black Panther were the only ones bought with like intent, like searched out. Like I said, the others I just stumbled upon at Goodwill. But yeah. So definitely, if I had to recommend any of them, be these two. And then When Harry Met Sally for romance fans, and She's the Man for comedy fans. But I would say anybody could enjoy any of these, though, really, if they go into it with an open mind. So that's all I have for you tonight, guys. I hope it was enjoyable, relaxing, something. This is a bit of a weird setup. I think I'm actually kind of lopsided here, but hopefully I'll be able to